So, I want to thank your university, Iri, that he welcomed us here. And as he said, we came here from Kaunas University. So it's around 1,000 kilometers from here, 12 hours by car. By plane, it's up to a flight, but it's, I think, 2-3 hours. And yeah, we came from Kaunas University of Technology. Our faculty called Electrical and Electronics, and we both work with Pranas at Department of Electronics Engineering. One funny thing, when we talked with Yiri, we call our departments using same word, cathedra. In Lithuanian, cathedra is department, yeah? As I understood, in Czech is the same. Okay, so now maybe let's go to the next slide. Not slide, but some small introduction movie which was prepared by our university about our campus, and you'll see. Yeah, that's Kaunas, in the middle of Lithuania. That's our campus. Old town, arena, nightlife. That's whole our university campus. Yeah, Student Street, it's so called. That was dormitories.
Industry presentations, our faculty.
Christening of the students first year.
International student diplomas.
As you see, we have a lot of solar panels around our university, so we try to gather solar energy. Yeah, so let's go back to the slides. Okay. So what we have here, our scientific background. We came from electronics field, but it went southways and we finished measurement engineering during our master and during our PhD. Yeah, but now we returned back to the electronics engineering and both work in RF field. Here you see our modules, what we give to the students. As you see, we give lectures in Lithuanian and in English. So each year we have around, I think around 10 students from various places of the earth which study in master for electronics engineering. And we have one program for the 3 years where students study electrical and electronics engineering. All our programs, bachelor programs, students study for 4 years. Not 3 years as you, but 4 years. Yeah, and for master we study 2 years, PhD 4 years also. So to become associated professor, you need to study 10 years in Lithuania and work for 10 years as a from lower grounds up to an associated professor. Okay, let's on. So, population Kaunas, let's say, if you try to measure with Prague, it's a small city, only 374,000, but we have 7 universities, and we have around 28,000 students per whole Kaunas. That means in colleges, in universities, and so on. So Kaunas is called University City. Okay, let's move on. So as you saw from the movie, we have some science and technology valleys. This one is was built around 10 years ago. We have one newer one which was finished 2 years ago. KTU is part of EQ network, so there is a lot of universities in EQ network, but only the 13, I think, yeah? In EQ.
So there are 13 universities besides ours, so they are spread across the Europe, and we are the part of the consortium. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. We have 9 faculties. Basically, we cover everything, yeah? Even humanitarian sciences. We have the faculty for humanitarian science. That's the name of our faculties, but I think you see the same names at your university, yeah? Chemical engineering, informatics, electronics, and so on. So we cover everything. Okay. A lot of institutes, they do mostly the science. So we work with master students and PhD students mainly. We give some studies, but only for the PhD students. We have in Kaunas some big companies like Continental, Festo, Little Fuse, truly Lithuanian company Teltonika. Okay, move on. University introduced some talented community, so students can choose where we want to let's say, to dig into, to
get involved, to realize the ideas, right? So there are many things, many programs to choose from.
Yeah, okay. Our faculty. So it's around 800 students, 3 departments, around 86 academic staff. Yeah, let's move on. Departments, so we have automation department, electrical department, and electronic department. So we cover electronics and electrical. Let's move on. That's our bachelor and master programs. So we with Pranas work at electronics engineering and electronics and electrical engineering. This is English-only program. Some of Lithuanian students, they attend this program and they study in English because it's a little bit shorter, 1 year shorter. And when we asked why you want to study in English instead of Lithuanian, they said, I want to train my English. I want to get better in my English. So they prefer to study in English. Yeah, and 5 programs in master degree, so we both work at electronics engineering. Yeah, that's our building, our faculty. It was built back at 70s, I think. So it's not very new, but we get renovated each 10 years, so we built something up new.
But it's our second home.
Yeah, we live there for 12 hours at least. So we have multifunctional center with integrated library, which was built 1 year ago. So we, let's say, renovated half of a building and built the new library, which you saw already in the movie. It looks very nice. That was Cantina when I was a student. And now it's experimental and prototyping laboratory. From our side, from our faculty side, we brought the machines for the chip design, for the chip testing. Yeah.
So these machines can be visible here. So we have clean rooms, we have connecting materials and means. So the chip testing is available, is possible to do in this newly opened MLab laboratory, right? So what else we have? So we have a so-called Fab Lab initiative. So this is the concept of the lab, which allows for students, and not only for students, to make something, to design something, to realize the ideas, but we took that to the next level. So this lab now is equipped with modern equipment, and we are able to serve the industry, to consult them in terms of electromagnetic compatibility. So we have the laboratory and dedicated for...
And I think you already see the equipment which you use in your own laboratories, yeah? Rotor Schwarzes, network analyzers, and so on.
GTEM cells, right?
Yeah.
So this part of the laboratory is also Fab Lab for teaching assembly. So we have full functional SMT line and testing equipment, right? And of course, we have a nanosatellite and avionics laboratory, which is dedicated for training of students if they want to be more proficient in controlling FPV drones and general control of the aircraft. So all the simulations, construction site, unique drones are designed here in this laboratory by students and professors. So to start with something, so for first year students, there is Fab Lab Junior. So they learn the basics of electronics, soldering skills, measurement of simple parameters. So they acquire this knowledge in this laboratory. So there is a little video about our faculty. Okay. So, and besides of that, we have a program for automotive, and this is automotive laboratory where students research their cars. And Institute of Metrology, where we are the part of this institute, so we perform projects and the research in the field of metrology and instrument design and new algorithm implementation. Okay, so research areas. So there are very different research areas, starting by mechanical and finishing by AI. So in scientific groups, the scientists coordinate their work and they drag students. So students can get involved, and from there, new scientists start their careers. So this happens in the research groups, so we have many of them. So this is only in our faculty. So other faculties have even more groups, right? So in those research groups, several examples. So we can see these beautiful projects like wristwatches with diagnosis of post-stroke conditions. So this is already available commercially, right? We have very specific research results, research equipment, so they are designed for the human sensing of the human condition, human head, right? and vision-assisted robots, and let's say platforms which recognize the activity of humans. So, and in our, where we work, this is our metrology and measurement technology group. So here we focus on the instruments, new algorithms, development of measurement algorithms, and creation of new effective methods for metrological assurance. So these are the main topics of our scientific group. And to mention couple of projects which are more interesting, maybe, I think. One of them was first Lithuanian satellite, so CubeSat Litsat-1. So it was launched 10 years ago already, but it was the first, and we were dedicated, and I was working in this project, so, and students and professors, everybody was involved to produce the satellite which was launched from the International Space Station back then. So it was an honor, and it was like a big message. Lithuania loves freedom. So, and it was supported by the ministry and by the president at the time. So here is our company, our group, and even me in this photo at the meeting with the president of Lithuania Republic. So it's very fine and very relieving feeling when you get the data from your device, which is on space. So here are the telemetry data. So light sensors, accelerometers, gyroscopes, various sets of data were downloaded from the satellite. Okay,
we were using FSK modulation and only 4 watts, yeah?
Maybe even less.
Even less, yeah.
Even less,
Transfer
because
data
the budget is very limited.
Orbit to And you had around 20 minutes over horizon to catch the data?
At the best case, the shortest period of time was 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah. So once per day you can catch some data and then
from 4 to 7 moments of time where you can communicate with that. So another interesting project maybe can be recognized here as PERES. It's electronic nose. So it was patented in the United States and is commercially available. Also a project for road safety to prevent
for animal detection, wildlife detection near roads. So we work both with Pranas.
So the driver gets a visual sign at the night, and he can understand that something is moving. So the animal can be in the near presence or ran through not long ago. Okay. So we have student projects. So one of them is the high resolution PCB exposure device. So if you recognize the PCB making technology, so for the prototyping, it's very important to form the image of the mask. So we applied laser technology. So, and this work was performed by international student group. And at the very end, we got it functional, running, and you can see the width of the trace. It's as thin as human hair. And we got the award in the Technorama. Here is us, 2 students from the group. There were more who were out of Lithuania. They were not available to participate. But here is the little photo from that event and award. So I would like to say thank you